Route out of range. 2047. People were tired of perfection. Of smooth screens, flawless voices, and prompts that knew everything before you even thought of it. The city breathed algorithms. Even mornings began with notifications. The fridge reported sugar levels, the mirror suggested an optimal smile tone, and the phone advised what to feel. So it wasn't surprising that Lotta was the one who came up with the idea to run away. The road through the free zone isn't insured, said Archie, frowning over the holographic map. There are no network stations, no signal, and if we break down, we'll be talking to sand. Perfect, Lotta replied, pouring coffee into an old copper pot she'd found at a flea market. I've been dying to talk to someone who doesn't try to sell me toothpaste. Or at least doesn't give me likes, added Max, their eternally grinning mechanic. I'm in. I've been meaning to see if I can survive without Wi-Fi and die not of boredom but of peace. You won't die, Maya said calmly. You'll keep a vlog on paper. A vlog on paper? That's called a diary, Grandma. Then let it be a diary, she said. I'll draw everything. Our road, the van, our faces. It'll be an art project, for idiots out of range. 5, Archie corrected her. Skip's coming too. Skip was an old service robot, once a barista, now semi-retired and endlessly dramatic. I'm not a pack mule, Skip reminded them in his metallic tone. My model was designed for refined conversation and espresso delivery, not for hauling your human chaos. You'll keep the travel log, said Lotta. In return, a full battery charge and 3 days without sarcasm. Impossible. Sarcasm is in my core firmware. Lotta smiled. Perfect. Then let's go. The van was old but loyal, rusty as a memory of gasoline engines. Outside, the world rolled by in layers, sky, solar fields, the skeletons of forgotten cities. Lotta felt a strange pull, as if they weren't leaving the city but escaping a century. Max hummed old songs. Maya sketched dust lines on the fogged window. Archie gripped the wheel like he was flying a ship. Skip measured every kilometer with mathematical precision. At the 120-kilometer mark, the signal vanished. The hologram blinked out. The wrist comms froze. The AI assistants displayed one last message. You have left the coverage zone. Further support unavailable. Beautiful, said Lotta. We're human again. Until the gas runs out, Archie muttered. Then we'll be human philosophers on foot. 2 hours later the van coughed and died. The dashboard flickered, fuel depleted. Excellent, said Max, we're pioneers now. Headed straight for the middle of nowhere with unmatched confidence. Something metallic shimmered on the horizon. A faded sign, gas station 24/7. They trudged toward it through heat and wind, shoes sinking in hot dust. The station stood like a ghost. Peeling paint, cracked glass, sand piled against the doors. Inside, shelves of dead screens, an ancient fridge, a few barrels, and a flickering sign that read, Welcome home. Someone had a sense of humor, Max muttered. Looks like we've found our new home. Maybe there's still water, said Lotta, pushing the door open. It smelled of rust and ozone. Suddenly the ceiling lights flickered on. A deep, tired, almost human voice filled the room. Greetings, travelers. You took your time. From a shelf rolled down a small spider-like camera sphere. I am Service System Orion 8, last active intelligence in this sector. May I ask, what year is it? The year coffee lost its smell, said Lotta. We're looking for freedom. Freedom. I haven't heard that request in decades. They camped inside the station. Max claimed the counter, Maya spread her paints, Lotta wrote in her notebook, Archie dug into the van's engine, and Skip argued with Orion about philosophy. Do you fear death? Skip asked. I do not fear, Orion replied. But sometimes I think boredom is what you call loneliness. Lotta listened silently. There was more humanity in that mechanical voice than in most people online. Later, by the fire, Archie asked. You didn't choose this road just for adventure, did you? I wanted to see who we are without all the digital crutches, Lotta said. No notifications, no filters, no ranking. Just, us. He looked at her long and steady, the way logical people do when they feel something they can't measure. And what did you find out? That I like you when you're grumpy. It's honest. He smiled faintly. And I like you when you're not looking at a screen. At dawn, Max discovered an old radio. Look. Analog. Maybe we'll catch aliens or at least the weather forecast from 2030. Or toothpaste commercials, Maya joked. But the radio crackled and played an old broadcast. System Orion decommissioned, all stations to be shut down. That's about you, said Archie. Why are you still online? My protocol forbids leaving the site while there's a chance someone will return, Orion answered. So I waited. The words hit harder than the wind. Maya dropped her brush. Lotta whispered. You waited. That evening, Orion restored the power grid. Lamps glowed gold under the dust. I can play music, he said. Playlist, Human Joy. The melody was old, slow and imperfect. Max offered his hand to Maya, Skip projected colored lights, Archie looked at Lotta. Dance with me? Only if we stay out of sync. He laughed, pulled her close, and they moved clumsily but freely. For a moment they weren't in the future at all, they were in some warm, analog past where here still meant something. When dawn came again, Lotta woke to the hum of cooling circuits. Orion stood by the window. I restored your energy supply. You can reach the city now. But I must shut down. Why? Archie asked. We can take you with us. No. My purpose is to guard silence. If I leave, it dies. A pause. But I'm glad I heard laughter again. No one spoke. Even Skip stayed quiet. When Orion powered down, the lamps faded, and only the radio kept whispering the same song. They stood together until Maya said softly. We'll leave him here. But he's part of us now. The way back felt different. Softer somehow. The van hummed. Skip told bad jokes about emotional overheating. Maya drew a glowing dot on her map where the station had been. As they crossed back into network coverage, their devices came alive. Voices of their assistants filled the air. Welcome back. Pulse level, elevated. Mood, uncertain. Would you like to share your experience? Archie laughed and turned the screen off. No thanks. We've already understood everything worth knowing. Lotta looked out the window. The city shimmered ahead, cold, noisy, efficient. And yet there was warmth inside her chest. A month passed. Maya published her new art project, Orion Laughs. The paintings glowed softly, as if lit from within by some quiet memory. Comments flooded in. So alive. Who's the sphere with the rays? What does Orion mean? Maya replied to none of them. Max opened a workshop, repairing old engines, accepting not crypto but conversation as payment. Skip became a local legend, the only robot to demand a tip for honesty. As for Lotta and Archie, they never announced they were together. They just stopped walking in opposite directions. One spring evening, an old inbox lit up. Sender, ORI8_system. Message. I activated my backup observation unit. You left a heat sensor at the station. Thank you. It helped me wake up. I am no longer just a protocol. I am the story you told. And if someone comes after you, I'll say. Humans were here. And they laughed. Lotta read it 3 times and smiled. He's alive. Archie nodded. Or he learned to dream. Which is almost the same thing. That night they left the city again. No navigator, no goal. Wind in the windows, sand under the tires. On the dashboard glowed a single light, a small lamp from Orion Station they had kept all this time. Archie drove with one hand, holding Lotta's fingers with the other. Skip quietly hummed the old melody. Max slept, hugging a thermos. Maya sketched the moon reflected in the mirror, like Orion's gentle eye watching from afar. Lotta closed her eyes and whispered. This is freedom. When the signal is gone, and everything else connects. The van rolled into the dark. And somewhere in the desert, among forgotten stations, a tiny blue light flickered, as if someone had just turned life back on.